Who was Fannie Porter? In her days, she was known as the madam of the most famous brothel in Texas during the Old West. But suddenly, she strangely disappeared. So what exactly happened to her? Well, you'll have the answers after watching this video. And without further ado, here's her story. Fannie Porter. When she was young, her family migrated to the US, trying their luck for the American dream. But unfortunately, fate brought her to a rough journey in life, and at a very tender age, she entered the red light district just to survive. She continued with unmatched vigor and hard work until she finally turned her life around. So with her connections, which she accumulated over time, she eventually established a brothel of her own. The exterior of her establishment just seemed like an ordinary building, and even in directories, it was mentioned as boarding house. However, inside, it was beautiful and luxurious. There were attractive and immaculate maids who would welcome their guests. Remarkably, along with its deluxe accommodation, it also offered a distinctive type of relaxation, entertainment, and pleasure, unlike any other place. With that, sorts of men came visiting this bordello. Well, most of them include businessmen, lawmen, and even high-ranking officials. Still, there's this one that had outdone the rest. A famous outlaw group turned out to be also regular patrons, the Wild Bunch. She accommodated them until it became the rest stop, hiding place, and depot. They fancy the special treatment because the ladies treat them like a king. Her business definitely became a cut above the rest as they were known for the high quality of service. And aside from her success in the industry, she also gained admiration. Many people admired her unique personality. She was strong, and she stood on what she believed in. Other than that, she was protective and loyal to her company. When one of her girls suffered mistreatment and abuse from a client, she always ensured they could never return to the premises. Her discretion when it comes to the client's profile was also exceptional. She never turned in a wanted outlaw, despite law enforcement officers' potential charges against her. The madam unexpectedly grew vast connections from lawmakers and convicts. She became known was also exceptional from town to town, thanks to her unique amenities. Believe it or not, some government officials and the agents outside Texas had come and began to stop by to experience the place too, until things started to go south. Later, many citizens complained about her business, and several other operating brothels were being closed down. While being deeply associated and involved with the infamous Wild Bunch, she got arrested twice, since it would be hard to deny because Della Moore, Etta Place, and even Laura Bullion had once worked for her. It was the investigation of her connection with the infamous group that pushed her to make a big decision. So, even being recognized as a robust woman, the iconic madam had finally decided to vanish from the spotlight. But before that, she let go of her employees and decided to close her brothel house. Then she left without saying goodbye. Since then, no one has ever heard from her. However, there were some accounts where she went. Some said she flew back to her motherland and lived a simple life. Others said she retired wealthy. And worse was that she died in a tragic car accident. You've discovered an amazing story of Madam Fannie Porter, so click this and discover the amazing stories about Old West madams.